Hello and welcome to another exciting video. Let's just get right into it, guys. But before we do, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you'll get all my future videos. And yeah, without further ado, let's hop right into it, okay? Alright, so bunch of stuff going on this week. I actually got to watch all 3 races on Sunday. That are on TV. I got to watch the Formula 1 race when I got home from work on Sunday, and then right after that I watched the Indy Car race at St. Pete. And then I watched the Cup race right after that. Yeah, it was a good day. Wasn't very conscious for a lot of it, and was doing a million other things in the middle of all of that. But yeah, I guess we'll talk Formula 1 first. I know you guys don't normally hear me talk Formula 1 at all. It was a pretty boring race. Verstappen took the lead and just kind of walked away with it. The only exciting part of the race really was Fernando Alonso kind of working his way through the field a little bit and making some exciting passes. And it's just pure, excitedness when he got out of the car to earn his 99th career podium. Unless I take out a lapped car there. That's what I do, right? Most of the time I don't do it on purpose. Usually by accident. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, it's just a boring race for a season opener. I'm not entirely surprised that Verstappen won. The car was run second, which I believe was Leclerc. And the Ferrari had an electrical or engine issue or something like that. It sucks you're running second and end up not finishing the race due to mechanical issue. That sucks. But it was Red Bull 1-2. Yeah. And then, yeah. Indy Car race. That was... that was a shit show, to be honest with you guys. It was like a demo derby out there. They all fucking wrecked. And some cars that wrecked still fucking finished in the top 10. And they had a lot of cars show up for the race, so a lot more than usual for an IndyCar race. So that was, yeah, pretty close to a full field, and you don't see that at an Indy too often anymore. Especially when manufacturers don't have that many engines, and they usually save one good engine for the 500, and that's about it. Because there's a couple teams that will only run the 500. I don't know how that's a profitable thing to do, but hey, whatever, to each their own. Yeah. I know it pays a lot of money. Even just to make the race pays a lot of money, but I don't know. I don't think I could justify a business that you do like 1 month out of the year for one race. But that's beyond my comprehension. Here we are, running the last race of the season for our sprint car, non-wing sprint car. And yes, this is in fast forward. You'll see a lot of these races are in fast forward. Otherwise, this was going to be like a 35-minute video. And I didn't want to do that to you guys. So, yeah, because the last races tend to be pretty long. And I didn't want you guys to be that bored. And me have to figure out talking points for that long. So there's that. Yeah. I know I don't normally talk open wheel racing unless it's on dirt. Yeah, I mean, it's opening week for both Formula 1 and Indy Car this week, so, or this past weekend. So I figure I'd talk about it because it's motorsports news, right? That's why you guys subscribed. It certainly is not for my gaming content. If it is, let me know in the comments below. Yeah. Then again, I always like to hear your guys' thoughts because you guys very rarely actually comment. I wish you guys did and liked it. The subscribing can come later. But the more you like and comment, the more it gets shared to more people. And yeah, since I'm doing this organically, unlike some other people, we were winner mac and cheese dinner, by the way, for that sprint car race at Knoxville to win the championship. You won the chocolate chip. Or winner mac and cheese dinner. This race is also sped up. Any race that was longer than like 3.5, 4 minutes, I just sped up. Yeah, this is why I do the shorter races, because otherwise you guys would be bored to death if I did like full length races and I don't have that kind of time to sit here and play video games that long, so I do the short version of most games, and a lot of you guys probably do as well. Let me know in the comments below if you actually do the full race length for every racing game you play. I'd love to know your guys' opinions about that. If I was like trying to do like full simulation stuff, I would, like, with wheel and pedals set up and, you know, it on the expert or legend mode or superstar mode or whatever the hardest mode is, I would definitely do wheel and pedals set up, all the driver's aids turned off, all the things, just to see what I really got. Probably make for better actual gaming content. But we're doing it this way, since not many people want to watch my other YouTube channel where I just stand in my garage, drink some beer, and basically talk about what I talk about here. There's a channel called Brews and Motorsports. Only had 9 subscribers. Did that for like 2 months and nobody really watched it or listened to it. Just the 9 subscribers that I had all watched the video and not even all the way through. Rude. And I had a lot to say too. It was the end of the season for NASCAR, and yeah, I haven't talked about that channel in a while, guys, because I haven't recorded anything. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to bring that back. But then I'll have nothing to talk about on these videos. I'll have to talk about my gaming. I don't know. Maybe it's just more entertaining that I talk like this. maybe I mix some vlogs in there as well. I don't know. There's some, not really an update for finding a car, a race at Rockford yet. Found one, but I did not feel like driving all the way to Iowa, like 4 hours away, to go get it. Even though it was pre-caged and whatnot. Winter mac and cheese dinner there. Won our second championship of the video. One more championship to go, guys. Now we just got to win that late model one. Just didn't feel like driving that far. I didn't have the time to drive that far anyway. I do know Rockford Speedway on March 18th is hosting a 5K Shamrock beer run. There's like 3 different local breweries there. So I'll have a chance to have 3 different, basically, shots of beer. They're like little 4-ouncers. Probably at all the water stops or whatever. The option of trying the beer or, water, I'm sure. So my wife and I are thinking about doing that. My wife and I literally have not run since like 2017. When my wife ran all the Disney 5Ks. Down in Florida. That same year I ran most of the half marathons. In fact, the one weekend I ran the 5K, 10K, and a half. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That was... I was tired. Yeah. So, so if anyone wants to hook a brother up and either let me race their car or have a car from me for cheap, and you're within 100-mile radius of Rockford Speedway, just let me know in either the comments or send me an email. Or a direct message or whatever, and maybe we can work something out. But anyways, I guess we can talk about the Cup race now, since I talked about the other 2 races. The Cup race was pretty alright. Dominated by William Byron most of the race. I think he led 176 laps or something like that. Good for him. I like William Byron. He's a sim racer and a good kid, and glad he got the opportunity. That was his 5th career win. The race was pretty alright. I mean, it wasn't as good as last year's race. Last year's race was a lot better, but for the last ever race at Fontana, but it wasn't bad. I'd probably give it a B if I had to rate it. Just a solid B, not a B- or a B+, just a B. But yeah, congrats to William Byron and all that. And it was cool. 3 different winners so far, so I mean, not too out of the ordinary for the beginning of the season. Yeah. And here we go for the finale here. The season championship in the late models. And yes, this is fast forward as well. Because whatever, 20 laps is... I mean, they can go by pretty quick. I mean, it took like 4.5, almost 5 minutes to finish the race. Even with the car running, you know, mid 15-second, low 16-second passes per lap. Just actually pretty decent time for Eldora. Yeah, we're just getting it, digging in, lap after lap after lap. Especially the first half of the race was real boring, as you guys can see, because I was just kind of by myself. Didn't even really get too dicey in lap traffic either. There was some sprint, a World of Outlaws event over the weekend for sprint cars. I don't remember who won. I just saw that Casey Kane got his first podium since like June at Huset's last year or something like that. A lot of people are speculating whether or not he's going to run high limit, because he has high limit on his uniform, along with his driver Brad Sweet, who is one of the owners of the High Limit series. So I wonder if, like, maybe one or both of them are gonna run an event, or the whole thing. Who knows? I don't think they've fully released their schedules yet either. So yeah, but that's gonna do it for this video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Alright, bye guys.